Someone in my comments mentioned that they wanted to organize their craft room, and I don't happen to be particularly crafty, but as a professional organizer, I've worked with a lot of clients who are, and crafty people tend to be very creative. They tend to have a lot of different supplies, and they tend to have them mixed up. And I want all creative people to be able to go right into their space, grab what they need, and get busy creating instead of searching and looking for things. So the first thing that I want you to do is untangle all those supplies that have been spread out. So grab some shoe boxes or some little plastic bins and start creating categories. Use some sticky notes on those. So beads go with beads, stamps go with stamps, paint supplies go with paint supplies. You get the picture. Once you have those categories, then you can start evaluating each one. Do you have too much? Can you get rid of some of it? Do you have something that you just don't use anymore and you can pass it on to someone else and you can get rid of it? Do you have some things that are broken or dried out and you can toss them in the trash? Start doing your elimination. After that, you can see everything you have, and now you need to create some storage. And I want you to make really good decisions for you that works within your natural habits. So if you need clear jars, for example, so that you can see the contents, use those. There's a lot of different options, and there's, everybody's situation is different. Some people might just have a few shelves to work with. Some might have a whole craft room. Some people have a big budget and they can get a whole crafting cabinet with all the different drawers and cubbies, which are awesome. And some people are just working with what they've got, and all of that is fine. So I'm just going to give you a couple of examples. So I've already mentioned the jars. Those are really handy for small things, for the beads, sequins, little bits and baubles, buttons. Another option that some people like to utilize is a craft cart. So these are great because they're on wheels and you can move them around the room. A lot of them even have like little cups and things that hang out on the outside. So then you have even more space for things like pens and highlighters and paint brushes. So a cart can be really handy. Something that I use in my own office, and mine is more for office supplies, but I use this drawer system from IKEA, and they just roll really nicely. There's a lot of space in there for supplies, paper, envelopes, coloring books, whatever you've got. So, just think about what works for you, how much space you have, what your budget is, but the bottom line is just get your items into categories, get them into homes with containers, drawer organizers, whatever that looks like. If labeling is appropriate, do that, and then you can walk right in and you can get creative.